Hello and welcome. My name is Michael Alfano. I'm the Instructional Technology Coach for the Peekskill City School District, and in today's video, we're going to be looking at 15 new features of Google Workspace. In Gmail, we can see the new redesigned view here, where we have Mail, Chat, Spaces, and Meet all built into the left sidebar of Gmail. These can be collapsed or expanded using the three-line menu up here at the top left. In Google Calendar, we now have the ability to create our own appointment schedule. This can be done by heading up to the Create button and then clicking on Appointment Schedule and following the prompts. A completed appointment schedule will look something like this, where you have a public-facing page that will allow others to book an appointment with you at a given date and time that you have deemed free. Additionally, you are now able to add co-hosts to a Google Meet and set host settings before the meeting actually begins. To do this, you will click on an event that is in your calendar, click on the Edit button, and then click on the gear next to the Join with Google Meet button. From here, you will see host controls that you can now set before the meeting begins, and you can also click on co-hosts to assign a co-host to anyone that has been scheduled to be a part of this meeting. In Google Classroom, you now have the ability to schedule assignments to be posted to multiple classes. To do this, from the assignment editor, you will go ahead and click on your classes dropdown, select all of the classes that you would like to schedule the post, click on the dropdown next to Assign, and then click Schedule. From here, you can select the publishing date, due date, and topic for every class before scheduling. In Google Meet, you can now activate noise cancellation to help eliminate background noise. This can be done by clicking on the three dots menu, then clicking on Settings, and under the Audio sidebar, you will now see noise cancellation. To turn this on, make sure this is checked off, and to turn it off, click it again so that it is turned off. Another new feature of Google Meet is the ability to join a meeting using Companion Mode. To join in Companion Mode, rather than clicking Join Now, you will click on Use Companion Mode. When you join a Google Meet in Companion Mode, this allows you to use your device as a second screen for the video call. This lets you be in the call without any echoing or audio feedback, since both the camera and microphone are disabled in Companion Mode. This is great if you want to open a Google Meet in two separate tabs, or if you're using Google Meet on two different devices at the exact same time. Google Meet now gives you the option to join a meet directly from a Google Doc, Google Sheet, or Google Slide. To do this, we'll go ahead and click on the Google Meet icon at the top right. We can either join a meeting that is on our calendar or start a new meeting. Here we can see our video preview and anyone else that's in the call. And when we join the call, we will now see all of our Google Meet participants on the right-hand side of our window. We can still work in our document as we normally would, and we can still see all of the participants in our Google Meet at the same time. The final group of features we're going to cover in today's video are all within Google Docs. Firstly, we'll notice that all of the context menus in Google Docs have now been updated and reorganized. We will now see new icons next to all of the options in our menus, and we will see some new options that have been relocated for better use. Google Docs now gives you the option to add watermarks to your document. This can be done by heading to the Insert menu at the top of the page and then clicking on Watermark. We can add both image and text watermarks to our document here. Another new feature of Google Docs is the Approvals feature. This can be found by heading to the File menu and then clicking on Approvals. Here, you can make requests to documents and ask for them to be approved by any other member of your staff. Documents will be locked until approvals have been either accepted or denied. Do you have multiple copies of documents in your Google Drive? Do you wonder what the differences are between those documents that look similar? Now Google Docs allows you to compare documents. This can be done by heading over to Tools and then clicking on Compare Documents. Here you can search your drive for a second file and Google Docs will give you a side-by-side comparison of those two documents. Data privacy is now more important than ever. If you've shared a document with someone and want to make sure that you don't give them permission to see that file forever, you can manage how long they will have permission by heading to the Share menu, clicking on the privileges and rights that the person has, and then click on Give Temporary Access. When you click on this, you can set the expiration date and time that the person will have view or comment access to this file. When collaborating on documents, sometimes we want to give quick and simple feedback to something we see in the document. Rather than writing lengthy comments, something we can do now is add emoji reactions. We can do this by highlighting any portion of the document and then clicking on the smiley face icon on the right side. Here we will see an emoji picker where we can go ahead and choose an emoji that is the reaction that we would like to add. You are able to add multiple reactions to a single piece of text, and others can click on your emoji to upvote it, and you will see the number change from 1 moving up. The final feature we're going to cover today is one that I'm most excited about in Google Docs, which is called chips. We can access chips by typing the @ symbol on our keyboard. When we type this @ symbol, we will see a long menu of different people, building blocks, files, lists, media, and more. If we add a chip with somebody's name, we can now see that person's information when we hover. We have the ability to email them right from there, and we even get a notification that they don't have share access and we may want to share the document with them. Another great feature in chips are the building blocks. If I type the @ symbol again, one we can see here is meeting notes. By clicking on this, we will see all of the meetings that we have on our calendar, and we can go ahead and click one that makes sense for this topic. Now that I've clicked Essay Document Review, all of the attendees on that calendar event have been added as chips, and we are pre-filled with the date and title along with notes and action items. The last great feature of this is we get the option to share and attach this document to that calendar invitation, so all of the meeting minutes are organized within the calendar event itself. My favorite building block so far that's included in Google Docs is the new email draft building block. We can access this by typing the @ symbol and then start typing email draft. When we click on email draft, we will see a template that now allows us to draft an email. We can type who this email is going to by using chips, which means starting with the @ symbol and then typing or selecting the person's name. We can add others into the CC and BCC field. We can add our subject here. And the best part about this is we can now leverage all of the formatting tools that are in Google Docs while we compose our email. Another great use case for this is when you're trying to collaborate with others on an email that you are trying to draft. Because this is a Google Doc, you can share this Google Doc with others and collaborate on the email draft together. Once you're ready to preview and send, you can go ahead and click the Preview in Gmail icon, and you will see the entire message loaded into Gmail, and you can either send it or put it in the trash as you wish. I hope you found this video useful. Thank you so much for watching.